People believing in your dreams and people not believing in your dreams can both be equally motivating. Right now, I'm the only one who believes in my dreams. Nobody else who knows enough about it to have an educated opinion believes that it can be done. And they would say, well, isn't that demotivating for all the people you care and support and love about to not have your back on your biggest goals and dreams and to think that you're just delusional? Well, it kind of is unfortunate, but that's just, as Jesus said, a prophet is not accepted in his own hometown, or a prophet is not accepted in his own country or his own house. People think, Joseph Smith got lucky. His family basically all had his back. It's not like they didn't believe him whenever he came back and told them about the first vision of seeing God the Father and Jesus Christ the Savior. It's not like they said, no, Joseph, those things don't happen. You need to come back to reality. No, they actually had his back. And Joseph Smith had tremendous family support. Tremendous. Him and Hiram died together. In life, they were not separated, and in death, they are not divided. It's something along those lines that President John Taylor said about him. So his family, literally his brother who had his back, the patriarch Hiram Smith, had his back and literally died on the same day he did. They died together. And that's how close they were and how they had each other's backs. But a man's foes will be of his own household. That means the people who you would think would give you the most support to your ambitions are going to be those who give you the most, I don't know if you should, why don't you do this instead? And I think you'd be good at this. And it's okay to have hobbies, but just do that on the side. And, I think you should do this career. I think you should do this career. I don't think you pursue the life course you're doing, Neil. You should do something other than what you're doing. I get that all the time from my family. They all think I'm on the wrong path, that I'm lazy or delusional or misguided. And it's like a low-key form of gaslighting, because they all act like I'm crazy when I'm not. I'm not wrong about my goals and ambitions and dreams. And the thing is, when I talk to these same people, I give them nothing but encouragement. Nothing but support and nothing but a pat on the back. And when it comes to me, it's like they got to have a GD intervention to try to get me to have, a cookie cutter life. It's like them telling Jesus, well, Jesus, hey, you shouldn't, keep it easy, man. I don't know if you should be doing that. You're making people uncomfortable, man. Maybe tone it down. Change what you're doing. Just be a carpenter. Why'd you stop that? That seemed like it was going good. Just go back to the carpenter stuff, man. Like his own family probably was telling him that stuff. Jesus, his family didn't always have his back. They kind of say, hey, tone it down. You're being too extravagant. You're being too incendiary. You're being too out there. And Jesus either was the Son of God or he was delusional. It's one of the two, because he said he was the Son of God. From this time forth, you shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven on the right hand of God. I know the lady at the well said, I know when Messiah come, he will tell us all these things and make them known to us. And he says, that of who you speak of is who you're talking to. So he either was the Son of God or he was delusional. And a lot of people thought he was delusional, but he didn't just say, well, maybe they're right. I guess I'll just go be a carpenter. These guys, they're probably onto something. They know better than me, don't they?